Hi guys, I'm back. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. I want to talk about pumpkins today and lettering them and making them beautiful pieces of decor for your home. If you have not been here before, my name is Christy Tony. I am the founder of Calligraphy by CT, and I'm just going to take you through this demo. You can letter all kinds of pumpkins, big and small. I like using DecoColor paint pens. I've got white, and I've also got some black pens for the darker pumpkin that I have. This is the first year that I've used a dark green pumpkin, so I'm going to show you that a little later. But yeah, these were pretty fun to do. I'm going to show you a couple of different methods on how to get the ink onto the pumpkins. So let's get into it. These were just basically faux calligraphy, some basic scripts, nothing fancy. Well, I did do some serifs, so maybe that's a little fancy, but this Krink, this Krink pen is alcohol-based ink, and it's nice and rich and black. You can use this on metal, wood, walls. My favorite muralist, Lisa Quine, uses that. Then I've got a black DecoColor oil-based paint pen, and then of course the white pens. And so this is all you're gonna need. I did want to show you how to actually write your message onto your pumpkin with a regular pen first, just in case you weren't comfortable just immediately starting to write, your permanent lettering, your lettering with the larger pens. So this is the fine liner that I've gotten out, and I'm gonna do my pet's name, Duchess. I call her Dutch, and so we're just gonna write her name, just a really basic cursive. Can you see that? And then just go ahead and go from there. I was like, these little humps on the pumpkin are tricky, so you do kind of want to take your time, because these little humps and the direction of the surface sometimes will make you do things that you don't want to do. So you just do need to make sure that you're looking out for where it is. This is a pathetic paw that I sketched out, but I did try to fix that a little later. So yeah, so it's just Dutch and a paw. I'll immediately be identified as her. But anyway, this shape of this padding on a paw is really more, it's fatter than what I originally did. And you need 4 fingers or pads. So you just go ahead and start adding or going over what you wrote with the oil-based paint pen, the black one, the DecoColor. Now the DecoColors I am most familiar with using because of what I do with mirrors, but I'm sure that there are a variety of pens. I'm starting to try to use different mediums just so I can get a feel for them, and me busting out the Krink pen is part of that exploration. So yeah, I'm going to start adding the thicknesses, little faux calligraphy. I've got a resource on this if you want to learn more about faux calligraphy. Don't be afraid to turn your pumpkin over if it's more comfortable that way. And then also you can navigate those humps and that inconsistent surface a little better. Okay, so now we've got a orange pumpkin. I'm going to use the Krink pen, the alcohol based ink on this one, and I'm not going to do a sketch. I'm just going to go right into it. And so this one's going to have a message. This is the It's Fall, Y'all. And so again, the surface of this one was really challenging, so I had to be really creative with how I got the letters onto this pumpkin. So again, it's probably, a good thing to go ahead and use a sketch, to write it out first with a smaller pen, just so you can kind of navigate exactly what's going to go on. And so then I just wanted to do something a little different. I just added some thicknesses and made the thicker part an outline as far as this letter is concerned, just to add some variety. Anytime you see different lettering styles butted up against another kind of lettering style, it's just always fun, and I think it makes it a little bit more interesting. And I just added the thicknesses. This is a thick bullet too. I had to get used to that. I'm used to a smaller tip with the Deco colors. The Krink is a jumbo, so had to get used to that kind of on the spot. And then I'm just going to add just a few decorative elements. I tried not to go too far. You can kind of see myself editing myself, like, you know what, I think I've added enough. So I just went ahead and stopped. But yeah, I thought it was cute. It's fall, y'all. This will look great on like a mantle. And then here's the dark pumpkin. I've never done a dark pumpkin before. So obviously we're going to use white, so it'll pop off of this. I started to use the side with the orange, but I thought it would be too busy. And then it was dirty. So I got out one of my wipes, dried it off. After I wiped it, get some of that dirt off. You want to make sure you have a clean surface. Your paint pen will thank you. And this is going to say autumn leaves and pumpkins, please. So I just got started. Probably could be juicier, but we're going to go over it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, these humps were so pronounced that I basically felt like I was writing on different surfaces butted up against each other. But this is a simple sans serif block font, really clean. And then I always like to, usually more often than not, butt up a really clean sans serif font with a script or a cursive, because I just like how it looks. I like how it feels. So we're gonna go for the leaves. And then just watch out for those humps. The humps are definitely tricky. And just add in the thickness. That's why it's kind of important to just kind of really make sure that you're stretching out your cursive letter too, because you definitely want to make sure you have room for your thicknesses to be added. You don't want it to look too thick. And then this is a little trick that I do. If I feel like the wording is getting a little bit too messy, or I'm not going to be able to go straight across, I'll start to tilt my letters and just make them more whimsical and fun. And then it doesn't look like you were trying to make that straight. And then speaking of the white, I thought it would be interesting to add a little white to fill in that outline that I had done earlier, and I thought it looked great. But that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.